Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to another speed build video. So today's speed build is a suburban family home. This has been created for my current household. If any of you haven't seen my current, I've only done one current household video, but if any of you wanted to be updated on what they are up to, there is one video on my channel so far, so I'll probably just leave a link down below. But yeah, so basically, I just kind of wanted to build like just an ordinary family home. So that's kind of the idea of this build. I've not really done like a suburban family home before. I kind of did one which looked suburban, but that was like around Christmas time. So it was very much like quite old fashioned, and there was a lot of Christmas decorations around because the kind of feeling with that one was that it was for like a grandparent's home. So yeah, in terms of like actual suburban family homes, this is probably like the first one that I've done. The price of this is I think around 90,000 simoleons, and I've built it in, oh god, Willow Creek. I always forget the names of the worlds in The Sims 4 for some reason. I was going to call it Oasis Springs, but I think that is the desert style one. So no, but this is definitely Willow Creek. I haven't really like done much building in Willow Creek recently. I kind of do all my building at the moment in Windenburg or Brindleton Bay or Newcrest if there's just like a ordinary lot available. But yeah, so my plan, I'll just give you like a little update with my plan of what I want for my current household. So it kind of started off with one sim, Serena Smart. She lived in the city, but then she fell in love with a really hot guy who I downloaded from the gallery, and I just basically search hot men. But yeah, she fell in love with a guy called Davis, and yeah, they kind of moved in together in the city, and then when they were like ready to settle down, they moved to Brindleton Bay into the beach home that I built a while back. I will also link that down below. She has just recently had a baby, and there are plans to have more babies as well. But unfortunately, the beach house that I built is tiny, so we are in need of another house. My gameplay for my current household is very much like no cheating. They earn all their money, and it's just gameplay. There's no drama. There may be some drama in the future, but at the moment there's not. But yeah, and it's just a really nice family. They're both working on their careers. They, trying to earn as much money as possible. Unfortunately though, I kind of really want them to move into this house straight away, but they don't have enough money at the moment. I think they have like around 40,000 simoleons if they were to sell their house. But I think at the moment, because this is like 90, they're gonna have to like find a way of getting 50,000 simoleons. I really don't want to cheat, but I really want them to move in. So I've got like such a big dilemma right now. I just don't know what to do. But yeah, so this is kind of like how the house is shaping out. It's a very cute house, if I do say so myself. I'm very pleased with how this went. The sort of flowers that I'm putting up the sides at the moment, they come from the Jungle Adventure Pack. And if you haven't seen my last build that I did last weekend, I kind of used like every single item in that pack, and I kind of felt like there wasn't really enough to go around to do like a full house. But actually, like some of the aspects of that game, of those items in that game, are very versatile. So like the plants, for instance, are just like very like they can be used anywhere. The vines, not exactly the vines, but the flowers that you can put on buildings are very pretty, and if you make them white, then it's just, yeah, it's all very, very nice. The landscaping for the outside, I'm just doing the front of the house first because I don't like leaving that till last, because I end up getting a bit bored of landscaping come the end. So I always try and make the front look pretty. So if I was to ever be like, oh, I can't be bothered doing the back, I'm just going to keep it as a yard, then at least the front is done. Obviously, I try not to do that all the time, but you know, I just hate landscaping, as I've said so many times. So the outside of the house, that is pretty much all that I do for that. My landscaping at the moment has been pretty similar with a lot of the builds that I do. So at the moment, I'm just like laying plants down, those little low shrubs, and I kind of feel that works fairly well. And yeah, it just makes it all very pretty looking, and it's quite simple. It's not like overdone with flowers. But yeah, so at the moment I'm just trying to get the floor plan. So the idea with this, because Serena and Davis have just had a baby, we obviously need room in this house for the family to grow. So upstairs we have 3 bedrooms. We've got the main bedroom for Serena and Davis, and then we have got so basically Ezra, the little baby that they had, is still a baby at the moment, but I've decorated this house for a toddler. I kind of feel like by the time that they finally come to move into this house, they will be he should be a toddler by then, by the time we've saved up the money. So that was kind of like the idea with the decorating of the bedrooms. But yeah, so it's got 3 bedrooms, it's got 2 bathrooms, one's downstairs, which I'm just doing at the moment, and the other is upstairs. A lot of my builds, I like to have like en suites, but unfortunately there wasn't quite enough room in this building. But yeah, so this downstairs bathroom is kind of like a utility slash bathroom. So I kind of felt like this one would be a good area to kind of wash the dog in, I suppose. That's kind of idea that I had for that. And also you've got all the laundry items as well, because even though I complain about like doing my Sims doing laundry, it's quite nice to put like all the baskets in and do the washing machines, because it just kind of makes it look really realistic. But yeah, so when I was doing like the decoration for this, I was trying to bear in mind the price of the house. So you might notice that I keep on clicking on that little eye in the left corner, so that I can just keep an eye on how much this is costing. I think towards the end I kind of give up on the idea that this is going to be a cheap house, because there is no way you can have like a nice like kitchen, bathroom, like a nice big TV and keep the price down. So unfortunately I was like really trying my hardest to keep it around like 40-50k, but yeah, that just completely went out the window. So we're just moving on to the kitchen at the moment. I've really been enjoying doing like nice big kitchens. The counters that we got from Jungle Adventure work perfectly, as well as like the fridge and the oven. They all just go in like family homes so well. I think the whole like design of this kitchen I'm quite pleased with. And also the tiles on the walls as well are one of my favourites now. They will probably be featuring in a lot of the builds that I do. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to like download some more packs, just because I'm probably going to get bored with these items very quickly, because they'll be featured in a lot of my builds. But yeah, so this is the kitchen coming along fairly nicely. We've got a nice big island. But yeah, I was just kind of like just doing my usual little tricks with the kitchen, kind of just making the items on the counters look a bit more like they're placed more realistically rather than just snapping them to the grid. But yeah, and this whole area, so the whole downstairs is sort of like open plan, apart from the hallway and the bathroom, obviously. So we kind of have the kitchen, breakfast area, and then like the dining room all in one. So this whole part of the house is very much like the kitchen is the heart of the house. But yeah, I really like doing open plan houses. I think sometimes you can do like a floor plan and it kind of just feels a bit enclosed with all the walls that you do. And I think a lot of like modern day houses, and especially family houses, you kind of need that open space just in order to see what is going on around everywhere. But yeah, so the little living room, I kind of do feel like this was like squeezed into a corner, but yeah, it's a bit squished, like unfortunately, like with the shape of the houses, in order to like make the whole aesthetic of the build look realistic, then you have to have all these like little nooks and crannies, otherwise it just doesn't work. So yeah, it kind of meant that the living room's kind of squished in that corner, and it's not too big, but it's a family room. It does work fairly well. And I kind of realized so this took me like a couple of evenings to make. So I go away and then I kind of have the realization that I don't put any like dogs, because basically Serena and Davis, they have a dog. I realised I don't put any like pet items, and I don't put any kid items downstairs either. So I go away and then I quickly correct that and just put like a few pet bowls and kids' toys and whatnot around. But yeah, so that is kind of like the whole downstairs so far. Obviously at the moment we're just going putting in those few little items that I forgot about. But yeah, so in terms of like upstairs, it's all pretty generic. I kind of decorated this house as I want it to be. I know that sounds really silly, but like, because I'm actually going to be playing with this house, I kind of did a few bits that I like usually like to have. So, and I know they've probably featured in a few of my builds quite a lot already. For example, the floor that I put down in that bathroom, I absolutely love it, and I'm very aware that I don't want to like overdo it, but I was like, I'm going to be playing with this, so I want it to be how I want it to be. And obviously I don't normally like play with the Sims that often, so like all the builds that I do, I hardly ever use them. I think it would be like pretty impossible to actually go through and use all the houses that you build. Otherwise I'd just be probably playing the Sims 24/7 and never have a break. But yeah, so hopefully this isn't too like, I don't know, samey for you guys, but yeah, it's kind of like how I wanted to decorate it. I still think it's all very nice. I did try and like do a cool little few bits with some of the items. I don't think it all worked out that well, but for example in the master bedroom, as you'll see in a couple of seconds time, I kind of like try do like a dressing table sort of thing without using I use a dressing table, but I like layer something on top of it, just so it's like a little bit different. But yeah, so I'm very like tempted at the moment to get like one of the toddler stuff packs or like the kids stuff pack, just so I can use it in my gameplay, and also with builds. As you'll see, like when I come to do the toddler bedroom, it's very hard to like fill a room. I suppose it's not impossible, so this is why I've never really like bothered to download it yet, or like any of the like children stuff packs. But I do find it very hard decorating children's room. That's why a lot of my builds don't include children's rooms. Um, so yeah, I'm very, very tempted just for the gameplay. If you could let me know down below which one is actually the best one to have. Because I think there's the toddler stuff pack. There's a kid stuff pack, maybe. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, if any of you guys have one of those stuff packs, then let me know which one is the best. I don't want to get them all because I think it would be a complete waste of money. But yeah, I'd be quite interested in buying one of them. So you just saw the little dressing table sort of thing. And that was basically because I quite like having the dressing tables for like all the bits and pieces. But it kind of meant that we wouldn't really properly have like enough room for like a wardrobe as well. So that's kind of why I did that sort of thing. But yeah, but I don't know, I really quite like this. Like a nice little yellowy bluey theme in that bedroom. I do think it's like a little bit too plain perhaps, but I don't know, we'll see. We can always add items during gameplay as well. If something doesn't flow properly for gameplay, then it's always quite exciting to actually like use it. But yeah, so just moving on to the toddler bedroom now. Ezra is a boy, so it's very like male themed in here. Just kind of using the little like, I don't know what to call them, like the little wall picture sort of things. Oh, and yeah, just adding a few child items downstairs. Because obviously it's an essential. The toddler's not going to be going up and down. I never really know where to place the potty. I have it in the bedroom at the moment. I don't know if that is disgusting or not. I don't know, maybe I could put it downstairs in the other bathroom. I kind of felt with the bathroom upstairs, it was a little bit too cramped to put the toilet in, like a little potty as well. So yeah, I don't know where, I never know where to put them. I always end up putting them in the bedroom, and I kind of feel that's a bit disgusting because then your toddler is going to be going to the loo whilst, you know, sleeping. Not quite like that, but yeah. So the third bedroom, I've just kind of done it with a little single bed. Obviously this third bedroom will be for when they have more children. So at one point it will probably be redecorated for another baby. But I kind of feel like, you know, it needed to be decorated. Sometimes if I don't have like a sim that's going to be sleeping in that room, then I do like just leave it blank. But I thought for the sake of this speed build, let's just do a proper job. So yeah, we're just moving on to the garden now. So one of the main features that I really wanted with this was to have like a little garden patch. So in my house at the moment, I've started like growing loads of vegetables and a few fruit. We have a massive apple tree, so hopefully we're going to get lots of nice apples in there. And I've also planted like courgettes, tomatoes, strawberries, onions, and carrots as well, so all sorts. And I kind of wanted like the same for this family as well. It's quite nice having a little gardening patch. Unfortunately, with my garden patch though, we have a lot of cats around, so they always go to the toilet in our garden, so we've had to try and cage a lot of it off. But yeah, so obviously we won't have that problem in The Sims. But yeah, so we're just coming towards the end now. Around the side of the house, I've kind of put like a little what's it called, a washing line, because I do quite like the idea of the laundry being hung out rather than putting it in the tumble dryer. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. So yeah, hope you enjoy the screenshots which are just about to come up. I really like the way this turned out. I'm very pleased with how suburban it looks. But yeah, So I hope you all have had a good week. I hope your weekend is going well as well. Hopefully I shall see you next time. I shall see you later. Bye.